my ex-boyfriend's brother ended up killing him in the middle of the desert, stabbing him 31 times. It was unreal that we were experiencing these kinds of things. I got a taste of that kind of lifestyle.
So you were kind of a protector from a super young age.
Yeah.
And you've carried that with you all the way through life.
Yeah, well, I think after my parents got divorced, my sisters are not, we needed one. We needed a protector in our home. And who else was going to do it? And so I felt so just internally that I am the protector and I'll protect them. And I tried my hardest.
When you say, so this started at home, so what did you need a protector from at home?
My older sister had gotten into some extremely heavy drugs like meth. Well, I tried meth my first time in 9th grade. And, it started getting more and more introduced to us. And, she just, I like to respect her privacy, but she just, needed help.
Mm-hmm.
And it caused a extremely dangerous upbringing that I know she didn't mean. She's a beautiful person, but it caused me to grow up fast. And I wanted to make sure my little sister didn't experience it like I did. And so I had to step up because my mom was torn to pieces. My dad was torn to pieces. My dad lived in a different city and nobody really knew what to do. And I knew, all the friends and I knew all, what was going on. So, like her best friend, Camille, was taken. It was so deep that her best friend, Camille, was taken out. She got involved, I think, in between two of the drug, gangs, and was taken out in the middle of the desert and shot.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
This is your sister's best friend?
Yeah, when we were in high school. And I remember in our truck, we used to like drive around in our baby blue truck and, just be wild and just love it. And Camille was so full of life and just this is really, was not afraid to throw down, and she was all 5'2". And just a beautiful person who, just got wrapped up in drugs and the wrong people that, that is Las Vegas, and that is childhood to me.
Wow. How did you find out she got rolled up in the middle of the desert?
They found her. Yeah. And we got taken. I went with my older sister to the funeral. And like, I tell these stories and, that's just, I don't know why that was our situation, because I came from a really well-to-do family after my grandfather's made such a wonderful life. So I have such a different perspective than even a lot of my cousins have. I have the perspective of what life can be in this glorious, beautiful, like, rich and famous people. And then I have this other perspective of, losing so many people to such unnecessary children, like people in their 20s. I mean, in Las Vegas, just losing them to, it usually had to do with drugs. I lost my friend Bert, who, that was a tough one. My ex-boyfriend's brother ended up killing him in the middle of the desert, stabbing him 31 times. And that Bert used to live with me in my early 20s. Like, it was unreal that we were experiencing these kinds of things. And, and that's mild, I think, compared to a lot of what people experience in Los Angeles and Chicago, and but I got a taste of that kind of lifestyle, which I don't know. I would never raise children. Not that I have any, or I don't know if I plan on having any, but I wouldn't raise them in the city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why me and my wife moved out of where we were in Florida for the exact same reasons. But I mean, at what age did that kind of exposure to that lifestyle
start?
Yeah.
I would say, well, my older sister was a free spirit, so that was from early, But around, I think, after she had moved to college and started coming back, things got pretty serious. Around 16 is when things started really ramping up for me, where I would, take cough syrup and I'd have to be up all night, chasing, her around the town. And then I would get that codeine cough syrup and just try to sleep during the day, and then try to make it to basketball practice or softball practice. And the whole, staff faculty kind of knew what was going on in my house at that time. So the principal at one time, I got kicked out of English class because I was exhausted. And the principal knew me and knew my situation. So she said, honey, come on in and just sleep on my couch for a couple hours. So it was that's when that started.
Damn.
But I feel like I'm very sensitive to it too. A severe mental health problem that is inspired by, taking the innocence of children in whatever way, whether that's sexual or if it's introducing them to drugs and alcohol or whatever it is that gateway. It's a problem, because if you don't protect children when they're younger and give them a solid base, then they're starting off from a shaky foundation that doesn't help them in their life. And so my older sister, she's a tough one, and she's doing good. And hopefully, I love you if she ever watches this. And I am proud of everything that she came through. And I know that she tries every single day, and so much of us do. And then my little sister, I think she got more of a protected, not perfect, but more of a protected upbringing. Not perfect, but so she's actually over, she's a complete opposite. She makes sure everything's perfect. And she's got 3 little girls, and my older sister's got this adorable little girl. So
are you guys close?
Yeah, but there is that. You have to work with mental health, between all of us. We have to work on our mental health. And if I've been in bad places, mental health in my life, just like anybody has, and my life could have gone bad and south at one point, multiple times. But mixed martial arts is the thing that brought me, instead of going the direction that I saw all of these people going in Las Vegas, mixed martial arts put me on the right path.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.